Hi guys, welcome to today's SetrocJC channel daily video. As usual, if you enjoy the content, please don't forget to like, subscribe and comment below. Now strap yourselves in, let's get on with today's daily topic. Today's topic is going to be about having more than one partner, whether that's a wife or a husband or anything like that. So strap yourselves in and let's get on with this topic. So let's start off with the celebrities. It seems fitting, doesn't it, to get them out of the way first. So obviously they like to get married, don't they? They like to go through partners like nobody's business, these celebrities. Every time they do a film they seem to come away with a partner. So Zsa Gabor, she had 9 husbands apparently. That's not bad going, isn't it? Jennifer O'Neill, she's also had 9 husbands, not even sure who she is. Elizabeth Taylor, everyone's heard of her. She's had 8 husbands. A lot of women were going through their husbands at the top of the list. Larry King, he's had 7 wives. Billy Bob Thornton, Billy Bob, he's had 5 wives. Gina Davis, she's had 5 husbands. Hey, old William Shatner's had 4 wives. I wonder if that's before he started wearing the wigs or when he was famous, because nowadays you don't really see him that much. Old Mr. Star Trek, Mr. Going Where No One's Gone Before, he's had 4 of them. I wonder if anyone had gone where he's been gone before and any of them women that he married. Liza Minnelli, she's famous, she's had 4 husbands. Bridget Bardot's had 4 husbands as well. So has Barbara Walters, she's gone through 4. 4 seems to be the magic number with these people. So they seem to get away with it, celebrities. I think it's because they've got so much money and so much time on their hands, they've got time to look for new partners all the time. Whereas us people who have to work for a living, we don't really get the chance, do we? Why do they always have to get married? It's like every time they meet someone, they get on well, they go out for a meal, they've got a good chat going on, bit of a bonding session, they get on well. Oh, we're compatible, aren't we? What should we do tomorrow? Well, let's go and get married. Don't get married. There's no need to get married all the time. What's surely once you get to the second, third husband, you must be thinking to yourself, hang on a minute, I can see a pattern going here. Why can't they just like be good friends and live together without getting married? Why do you always have to get married? Just because they're celeb, I suppose it gets them in the papers, doesn't it, if they're married? Whereas if they're just going out, they don't get as many headlines, so they're just doing it for their publicity and their managers like, oh, get married again, you get a good spread in a magazine or something. I wonder if they invite their parents to these weddings. Imagine being like Elizabeth Taylor's parents or something, or one of the others. Like, you're getting married again? Are you joking me? So what's wrong with you? Well, how's this one different to the last 8 of them, Elizabeth? Come on, give me a good reason. I can't be bothered to go. I can't be bothered to afford the hat every time. What's wrong with you? So, is it wrong to have more than one wife? I think it's definitely wrong to have more than one wife at the same time. That's against the law, isn't it, in most religions? But not all religions, though, because some religions allow you to have multiple wives. For example, the world's biggest family, this bloke, he's got 39 wives, he's got 94 children, he's got 33 grandchildren. This article's from 2011 though, so I dare say he's got a bit more now than that. I bet he certainly is good at recruiting, isn't he? He's the head of the world's biggest family. Ziona Chana is called. And he says he is blessed to have 39 wives. Blessed? Yeah, most people would think he is, but not everybody. Someone's written under the article though in the comments section, this is a bit mean, they said he might have 39 wives but not one of them's a looker. So that's a bit cruel, isn't it? Maybe it's slim pickings in his village, maybe he's already got all the good ones, now he's on to the ones that aren't so good looking. Anyway, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, isn't it, allegedly? He has 94 children, 14 daughters-in-law and 33 grandchildren. I bet you can't name all them kids, can he? Imagine filling out like forms on your family and stuff. I bet he goes nowhere near that. I bet the women run the show in his house. He's just there to like reproduce and stuff. It's like, I bet he don't go on holiday much either, does he? Or down the park, or does he do does he do anything with them kids? I bet he don't take many out at a time. It's like, who wants to come today? 94 hands go up. Oh, bloody hell. Can't afford to take you lot to the theme park or down the beach. You'd need a whole beach just to get them on it, wouldn't you? So you'd be sat on the beach and like a minibus pulled up, about 4 buses coming down. Oh, bloody hell, the Chanas are here. Look, there's their transport. The Chanas are turned up at the beach. Quick, get going before you can. They were going to run amok. I'm just glad he don't live in England. Can you remember? Every bit of tax I'm going to be going toward child support for him. He must coin it in on the old child support if they have that sort of thing out there. I'm guessing they probably don't, because they'd knock it on the head, wouldn't they, with him living in the village? So, old Chana's had it again. Look, Chana's knocked out another one. So, oh God, bloody hell. Someone else will have to flip and get another job to cover him now, wouldn't they, in the old tax? They've got a 100-room mansion. It's 4 stories and it's in the hills of some village in Indian state. All his wives, they sleep in giant dormitories, but he's got his own bedroom, and each of his wives take turns to go to his room at night. I assume on different days, because he's getting on a bit. If it's not on different days, I take my hat off to him. But the youngest wife has the room closest to his bedroom, and the oldest one has the room furthest away. He's got it sorted, hasn't he, old Mr. Chana? He knows what he's doing. Keep the older ones out of the way, keeps the young ones close by. Apparently, he walks through the village, and if he sees someone that he likes, no matter how old they are, a lot of them are really young, his wives, something a bit weird going on there. He just sends them a letter saying, "Oh, do you want to come and marry me? Do you want to be my next wife?" And because this village is obviously quite small, they all jump at the chance to live there. I think it's quite a poor village, so he sees that he's helping them all out. Imagine having a daughter and you're like, I don't want you marrying that Chana bloke, but she's the prettiest one in the village. You must have to lock her up every time he comes through town or something. So get in the bloody basement, Chana's on the prowl, don't let him see you, you'll be getting a letter through the post. Apparently one of his wives said that the entire family gets along really well, and they all treat him like a god. They all wait on him, and apparently he's the most handsome man in the village. Yeah, I bet all the other men in the village are a bit envious of him, aren't they? So I bet they're locking their wives away, and old Mr. Chana goes to get his shopping. Not that he does, he's got all them women to do it, hasn't he? But his religion, it allows him to have more than one wife, so it can't be all bad, can it? But if that is your religion, then surely you would, wouldn't you? I flipping would. I'd fill my boots if that was my religion. It's like, I can have more than one wife, can I? That's a bit of a perk, isn't it? Right, who shall I have? Are you free, are you? No, what do you mean you're living with Mr. Chan? He's got all the good ones up there in his mansion. He's like the Hugh Hefner of India, isn't he, old Chana? So I went onto one of these answered websites, and there's a bloke on there, his username's called Jeff, and Jeff's saying, why can't I have more than one wife? That's a good question, Jeff. And as usual, the answers are a bit varied. Blonde is straight in there, because you can't, and that is the law. Well, it depends what law you live under, doesn't it, and what religion you are. Why would you want to, says Williams man. Stop being so greedy and immoral, you pervert. I don't think it's perverted to want more than one wife, really. You can't because it's bigamy, plus morally it's wrong, and it can cause a lot of pain and jealousy. Well, not them. Mr. Chana's wives aren't jealous, are they? They accept the way it is. Apparently, someone's saying, in the rat race, is saying, become a Greek national citizen and you can have 5 wives. Really? Not that. It's worth thinking about, and I'm going to make note of that. Most people are just saying one's enough. What's wrong with you? Why do you want more than one bit of pain in your life? Which I understand as well. Everyone's got a different view on it, though. Because it's against the law. Yeah, we've already had that one. Surely it's only against the law, though, to have more than one wife. It doesn't stop you having more than one girlfriend, does it, living in your house? If your wife's all right with it, you could have, like, 4 lodgers, and they could all be your partner, couldn't they? Not that I'm endorsing that kind of thing. Don't go bringing me into it if you get caught either, please. Oh, JC said this. I don't want nothing to do with it. You're on your own if you get caught with more than one wife. So, from my point of view, I'm English, obviously, and the most famous person to have more than one wife is probably Henry VIII. Basically, this man's only famous, A, because he was the King of England, 2, because he's had 6 wives, didn't he, old Henry? He liked to go through the wives, and the reason he went through so many wives is because he needed a son. And in them days, sons seemed to be hard to come by, so a lot of children obviously died young because of the healthcare and things in them days. But in them days, old Henry, instead of like divorcing or anything like that, he used to lop their heads off and say that they were cheating on him and stuff, and oh, you're being done for treason, you're sleeping with this bloke. So he used to get their heads chopped off, put them in the old Tower of London. That's the way he used to get rid of them. No lawsuits then, don't get none of his money, do they? I don't think you'd get away with that nowadays, not even in these communities where you'd have more than one wife. You just stick them in the room furthest away like old Chana. But remember, don't try and get more than one wife without letting anyone know. That's called having an affair, isn't it? Do what celebrities do. Don't bother having an affair. Just dump your current partner and get married to a new one. Hope you enjoyed this content, guys. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and comment below. I'll catch you in the next video.